My name is Penelope. I am a writer, adaptive athlete, occasional comedian, and a future physicist. I got that down because I say that a lot in my TikToks. Boxing was definitely my favorite part of the day. Operation Ramp It Up is an initiative that I'm trying to start to amplify the crowdfunding efforts of people with disabilities. I was born in Brooklyn. For the first 2.5 years of my life, I was in the foster care system, and at 2.5, my paternal grandmother got guardianship of me. I have a lot of cousins who are around my age, and none of them treated me any differently, so that was cool. But going to school and having the realization that I'm different and having a disability was also very interesting, because I just thought I was petty. Apparently not. We can start our day like really early in the morning, like 9:30, and still end up getting home at 10 p.m. And as always, me and Teresa are out past dark, very introverted, and she wants me to be around for all her shenanigans. That's one of the reasons why she plans my summers to force me to go outside and do stuff instead of being in my house and being the homebody that I love to be. I enjoy doing nothing, but Teresa is the antithesis of doing nothing. We're very protective of each other. Like, for example, today, I reminded her to wear her seatbelt because she's in a new wheelchair and we don't know what the physics of that is gonna be. New York City was definitely not built for me. The only credit that I will give New York City is that it's a very walkable city. And so if I didn't live in New York City, I would definitely have a lot more issues with getting around, but that still doesn't negate the problems that are still present. They need to do better at incorporating accessibility everywhere, and just in general, like in a societal sense, I'm tired of people with disabilities being afterthoughts in everything.
This station is nerve-wracking.
I feel like people with disabilities should be consulted at every step of everything that goes on within this city and all the other cities in which we live, because we're citizens and what we need is just as important as everybody else. I hope I one day live in a world where disability advocacy is no longer necessary because we have everything that we need. My life as a person with cerebral palsy is basically like an ongoing physics experiment, because every single time I have to do something, I have to assess my situation and make sure I'm at the right angle so that I don't hurt myself or hurt anybody else.
Real Abilities Live with Andrew Barlow, Ashley Everhart, Mike Faber.
Well, it's a true story. I was at this one woman's house and we were about to have sex, and I guess I was taking too long to get over to the bed. So she picked me up. Never as a man should the words "put me down, please" happen during sex. My name is Mike Faber. You guys have been great. Have a good night.
We had a dear friend, a really, really dear friend. We were doing a party and she got ill that time. That night when she went into the hospital, she passed away. I noticed in Penny that brought her a little more down.
I'm pretty sure I'm in a depressive episode myself right now. So this week I'm definitely failing forward instead of following through.
She didn't want to come outside. She don't want to talk. And I knew something was wrong, so I said, you know, I got to be there for my friend. Something's going on, you know, so I would call her all the time. I have keys to her house, so if she wouldn't answer the phone, I'm actually opening her front door, banging and getting in there.
As a Black disabled woman, It was very hard for me to talk about my depression and my struggles with mental health for a very long time. But 2023 was one of the hardest years of my life. And if I'm being honest, I barely survived it. So now I'm trying to get away from that stigma and taboo and try to be as open about it as possible. We're already struggling enough, so if we're having mental struggles, we should know that we have community out there and people who care and people who we can talk to and trust. And I think oftentimes that I need to deal with things on my own and not let people in, but I have people in my life like Teresa who will curse me out if I do something like that, but curse me out with kindness. I have two taglines. One is determined, not destroyed. I deal with a lot of chronic pain because I have hip dysplasia and I also have a full spinal fusion. Battling chronic pain alone can be so trying, and that's why community is important. Like virtual support groups, calling a friend. A lot of the times my pain sidelines me. Today could have been one of those days, but I got myself out of bed because I committed to doing something. So I'm determined, not destroyed. And the Penny with a Purpose thing is because most people call me Penny, and I'm not quite sure what my purpose in life is just yet, but I figured out what my purpose on TikTok is. And it is to showcase me living and thriving in community and building community by doing so. And I guess I'm doing the same thing in life, right? So I guess I figured it out right now in this moment.